Hey, good evening. It's Thursday night. I've got 3 days until I run the Manchester Marathon. It's a beautiful evening. This is PKS Runs. It is great to see you. So, welcome back to the channel, PKS Runs. As you know, I have been journeying over the last few months to train and be ready to run the Manchester Marathon. A massive part of my running journey over the last few years has been my great friend Toby.
What's up?
And I just want to introduce him to you this evening on this video. And we're going to talk a little bit about running and what it means to run with our mates, how we can hold each other accountable, and also maybe share some fun stories, I don't know. But look, if you enjoy these videos, please do me a favour. I'd love it if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell icon so that you always see when the videos are coming out. On my last video, I know I said that I didn't know when I'd do another video, but I'm feeling enthused. And so here is one. So, yeah, enjoy. Toby, we've run... Can you remember the first time that we ran together?
The first time we ran together was from your house.
Yeah.
And you took me up what you and I both know as Bastard Hill.
Yeah, that's...
And I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
But since then, we've both been at peak, both been at our worst running.
Yep.
But somehow managed to find time and consistency to run together, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Massively inspired by your marathon efforts. And it's forced me to lace up the shoes again and get back out and do a bit more running this year.
We've swung around the roundabout, haven't we, several times, where you've been running loads of miles and I've really struggled or had injuries, and it's been the other way around, and it's actually been such a good encouragement for me, definitely, and I hope so for you.
Yeah, definitely.
That in those times where we maybe felt lethargic, not wanted to run, and, you know, sent the message and go, you know, do you want to go for a run? You know, the number of times I think we both said it where we're hoping like that you're going to say no, and then you go yeah, and then oh shit, like we've actually got to go out for a run now in the rain on a cold December night, and
absolutely,
that's been so good for us, hasn't it?
Tonight was one of those nights for me.
Yeah.
I text you running ? Thinking please don't reply. You phone me and say you ready to go, and I'm like, yeah, actually I am.
So one of the interesting things for me is that really before I ran with Toby, I hadn't really ran with anyone on a regular basis. I used to run regularly with my friend Nathan When I lived in Stourbridge. So big shout out to Nathan Peter. Absolutely brilliant guy. Love him to bits. We've had some great runs together. But you know, the last few years running has been very much a solitary thing for me. I've done it all on my own, been in my own space, and actually having the... Well, firstly, I don't think I'd be where I am holding a camera without running with Toby, because I've had to get used to talking lots. But actually, we talk about all sorts. We talk about a lot of Marvel.
Yeah, movies.
But we talk about life, jobs, before... Oh, flies.
Daddy.
Before, you know, when we started running out together, we were both... well, I suppose Toby was in a very different job. You're in a different job.
Yeah, very different.
I don't know if you can talk about that. Can you talk about that? Yeah.
I worked at the hospital.
Yeah.
And I, although it was very good helping people, I became
Good evening.
a golf club.
You'd think so.
No, but we should play golf. It's a lot more standing.
It is.
Yeah, so, but admin is probably not my favourite thing, and yet I found myself in this job, and running really helped me maintain some form of sanity.
Yeah.
And yeah, running with you, like I said, it was like a healthy competition thing. You know, we, you know, C could run the most miles each week and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but never felt embittered when I lost, or some weeks, every now and then.
Every once in a while. You've been well ahead of me many, many times. And ultimately, I think one of the great things is that I think we both respect that ultimately it isn't about how many miles we do. It's about encouraging each other just to keep going.
Absolutely.
And, you know, keep running, keep, you know, trying to maintain at least some level of fitness, even when you know, frankly, it's really hard.
Yeah.
And that's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think training is one of those things you've got to choose to do every day, and some days it's easier than others. And when you're fitter, it becomes like a ritual, a habit.
Yeah.
And when you're not as fit, it's definitely more challenging. So this year for me has definitely been harder to push myself into lacing up the trainers and getting out, especially when you're tired and it's cold and dark. But now that the sun's coming out a bit more,
yeah,
a bit brighter, makes running in the evenings a lot nicer.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? But we've done many runs at night in head, you know, bitter cold, head torches, you know, late night trail runs, which is great. I mean, they're just great fun. I mean, it's really, finding someone to run with is really great. It's really, really fun. I mean, something that springs to mind for me about kind of, you know, just the value of having someone kind of journeying with you is probably, if we rewind back to October 2021, I was about 14 stone, so several stone overweight, hadn't been running for months, and, you know, in a really bad way. And Toby messaged me and said, oh, fancy doing a half marathon? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, good, because I've signed you up for one. And that was in the December of that year. And so I went on a crash running training, and really that was the start of this most recent kind of, not fad of running, because it's not a fad, but, you know, really reassessing my priorities. And actually since then I haven't eaten sugar or sweets or chocolate,
which is nicely impressive, because I've had a Mars bar about 1 hour ago.
Yeah, you love your sweet stuff.
I do love the chocolate.
But, you know, it was that kickstart that, you know, started this moment. We did that half marathon. It was a trail half marathon, and it was absolutely brutal. I mean, I think I finished around 1 hour and 50, which I feel like I did well, but my heart rate was like 190 or something. Whereas now I am just so much fitter. Yeah, maybe like you now. Let's not get run over.
No squished.
So yeah,
I had a mighty beard.
Oh really?
Yes. Like Father Christmas.
I didn't see it. But yeah, I'm just really grateful that you know, I think there's been times where we've just not given up on each other's sort of running journey and dreams. And I know that for you, we've talked about doing a marathon together, and that's still very much
on the cards,
and we will do it.
Absolutely.
So,
I think, you know, like we said, you were probably at your lowest running fitness at that point, and it picked up. I definitely increased my running after that as well for a long time.
Yeah.
And then just change of jobs and circumstance just meant, timing wise, haven't been able to find my rhythm since.
Yeah.
But yeah, without Paul messaging and saying, you're gonna come do 5 miles with me, or saying, should we go do the valley, then I probably wouldn't be anywhere even as fit as I am now. Yeah. Which could be pretty disastrous.
I mean, you loved taking me out the valley for the first time, didn't you?
I loved it. It was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful times.
It was very good. And we've done it many times, haven't we?
Yeah. Probably every month since.
Yeah.
Until this year.
Until this year. So it's been a harder year this year.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not the end.
No, definitely not. We'll definitely hit up the valley in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Once you've recovered from your speedy marathon.
Hope so. I hope so.
I'm super excited to see how you do, and it's been great, like watching your videos and chatting to you about it, your game plan, how to prep, what you eat, all that sort of stuff. It's so fascinating how everyone's slightly different. I mean, yeah, training for a half is somewhat different to training for a marathon, but you love a porridge before you do a long run, and I can't think of anything worse. Yeah. I do. I don't think I talked about this. I love eating before running. I mean, you know, I haven't eaten before now. I had lunch. I'd actually had a big Nando's for lunch. Probably not ideal, but who cares? Yeah, good point. But the number of times we've turned up for an evening run, and Toby's got an empty stomach, so he's hungry, and I've just had a full roast dinner, literally 15 minutes before. So yeah, it's, you know, different. Everyone's different, and that's the great thing about running. We're all different. best to run in front of Paul once he's had a roast dinner.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, and I would just like to say, if you are running the Manchester Marathon on Sunday, I can only apologise because there will be significant backdraft behind me. I'm not going to be having a roast dinner before I run, I'll be having porridge. But just forewarning you.
And it'll propel you though.
It will,
Extra oomph.
It'll propel me and you'll want to move fast to get out of it, so, you know, it's a public service. So, Toby, if I was to ask you, what is the biggest lesson that running has taught you? What would it be? Putting you on the spot here.
There's so many. I think for me, running definitely is the thing that helps me process my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, from work to family life, you know, conversations I've had, obviously the deeper meaning stuff. So running by myself gives me time to process all that stuff and kind of align my thoughts. But then running with someone else gives me a different chance to express those thoughts and get feedback and understand it further. So although I love being as fit as I can be, you know, that's the goal in some ways. Actually, it doesn't matter if I run 5k in 20 minutes or half an hour. For me, it's that mental aspect that I need to get through difficult days and also to have moments of sheer bliss when I've had amazing days. So yeah,
absolutely.
That's probably my thing, why I love running. You know, like I said, there's bitter nights where your knees hurt and you're cold, and you can get that sense of achievement is amazing, but actually being able to go, this happened at work and I didn't know how to handle it or process it. Yeah. Taking that time away from people or discussing with someone else that's impartial makes a massive difference.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Well,
you made me talk uphill.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I tricked you into that.
You mother.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it here. We're going to catch up with our running now. We're just going to catch up and chat. But thank you so much for tuning into this video. As I said, please do like, subscribe, and cheer me on Sunday. I believe you're going to be able to live stream the finish line.
Come on.
So just be tuned in any time between 3 and 4.5 hours and you might see me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be in a couple of days.
Come on, Paul!
You can do it! You're going to smash it! Come on!
Is that too much? Is that...
That's great. That's perfect.
Bring it up a bit more.
A bit more. Look at this, no hands. Amazing. Thank you so much. A passing car helping me to record a video and acting as a pacer. Too fast, too fast. Slow down. It's not the Olympics. All right, thank you so much. We've lost Toby.